iEatery Nation. Welcome to session number 4. So, kind of excited about this one because this is one that a lot of people fail to understand. This is one that a lot of people fail to, it's just something that stops them. It's something that, let's say you're a passionate entrepreneur and you're getting ready to get to that next step and you fail, right? You stop yourself. You do something like, I can't get it perfect. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? It happens to every single one of us, right? Every single one of us. But what happens is the reason why we fail is, we stop going out with who we know. We focus so much on how do I do something, but it's not about how you do something, it's about who you know. So this whole session it's the who, not the how. And the reason why it is so strong, the reason why it is so great is this, okay? Just because you're not perfect doesn't mean that somebody else isn't progressing to be perfect. So let's say you need a person to speak for you just because you can't speak, or a machine to speak with you just because you cannot speak. Let's just say that's the case, right? It's not how do you do it, how do I speak, it's who do you have around you that can impact you, that can get your voice heard. That's what it's about. That's what this whole thing's about. It's who is it that is around you, whether it's in your network, whether it's not in your network. It might not be in your network. It might be around you on a physical base. But guess what? That's your network as well. In your physical area, you have more amazing individuals than you would ever think imaginable. And how I know this is simple marketing. Let's say we're marketing for a restaurant. We're marketing for another company. We pull up demographics. We can now start seeing how many people are around a single location within 10 miles. You get 800,000 people, right? Crazy amount, 600,000 people. Crazy amounts of people that are there. How many of those people are amazing? How many of those people are out there to serve other people? Not out there to take what's theirs, not out there to say, gimme, but actually out there to truly serve others. There are so many of them, so many in your network. And again, this is a piece to the next step, right? In session number 5, you're going to understand how to automate a lot of these processes. Because again, we talked a little bit about time, and you only get a certain amount of time to do things. Right? We spoke on that. And if you didn't hear about time, is this. We have 24 hours in a day, each and every one of us. If you get another person, you have 48 hours in a day. If you get 1,000 of you, you have 24,000 hours in a single day. What are you going to do with all your time? What are you going to do when time becomes abundant? That's the key here. That's the key about, it's not how you do things, it's who you know. That's the thing. It's being able to gain pure empathy with somebody. Not sympathy, empathy. To be in their shoes, to understand them as a human, right? To understand them what they need, because we all need a drink. Right? I just got off a phone call with an amazing individual, and he was teaching a little bit out in the Islam, right, religion. And one of the great things that they teach is a dog. Before you walk the dog, you have to water the dog. You create empathy even for the animal, and the dog gets water so it's ready to go because it needs water. Just like we need water, it needs water too. Just like any of us, we all have our agendas. Well, what if we work those agendas together? What if we come together as one and we make a mass movement? We create something amazing. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about, is finding out who's in your network, finding out how to expand that network, and being prepared to understand it. Once you start understanding it, you're going to see the absolute value in it. It's amazing. Once you see that absolute value, that's when you start the next session. And that next session is, let's grow that value. And I'm going to teach you how to automate that value too. But again, let's not jump ahead. So you should see a workbook. Download the workbook. Okay? It's going to go over what you need. Feel free to repeat these videos. Repeat these videos. Make sure you're pulling out your go-karts. Make sure you're watching The Strangest Secret in the World if you're not already. I can give you the link. Make sure you're doing these things to help program your brain, because it's all about programming your brain first, taking care of you first, creating positivity for you first. Once you can take care of yourself and you're on that strength of positivity, that strength, like you become powerful. Now you can influence people correctly. Now you can go to them and you can get your point across to everybody. And that's the key. So guys, I'm super excited for the session and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Thanks.